GHOne TV, your best experience.
Welcome to Business Compass. My name is Charlotte Osei, and I'm very passionate about small businesses. Every week, I would have a panel of experts join me, and we would engage with small business owners and discuss the challenges they are facing in their businesses, and we'll work with them and help them find practical solutions and give them tools to overcome those challenges. Business Compass is the GPS for your business. Welcome back to the Business Compass. I'd like to introduce my panel of experts who are joining me today to look at the challenges that are being faced by some of our small businesses in Ghana. It's a special privilege to have Mrs. Mona Quartey. Mona needs very little introduction. She's the managing partner and founding director of BVM Advisory Services. They provide services in the area of treasury risk management, financial risk management, venture capital financing, and business financing generally. And as you all remember, Mona has also held very senior positions in the private and public sectors in Ghana, the most recent being a Deputy Minister for Finance and Economic Planning in the Republic of Ghana. So welcome, Mona, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Charlotte. It's a pleasure to be here.
My second expert today is Mr. Frank Abbey. Frank is a senior manager at the Deal Advisory Services Unit of KPMG, and he's an expert in business accounting, taxation, and venture capital financing. Again, thank you for joining us, Frank. Thank you for making time to come and share your knowledge and your wealth of expertise with us.
Thank you for inviting me, Charlotte. I appreciate the opportunity to be with you, and we look forward to assisting our businesses in Ghana to develop and grow.
So we have two finance experts, and you have me. My area of expertise is business law, and I think that between the three of us, we are very well placed to discuss the challenges that face Pistis, our featured business for the week. So in the studio we have Kabute and Maya, the founders of the very famous fashion brand Pistis. Welcome, Kabute and Maya.
Thank you, and Charlotte.
They are two of my favorite people as well, and it's such a pleasure to have them here. I'm incredibly proud of Pistis and the amazing stuff that Pistis has done. Pistis was founded in 2008. In that time, they've dressed very famous women in Ghana, including our First Lady and the wife of the Vice President, and they've dressed me as well. And they are really well known for their bridal collection, top of the line bridal collection. I was particularly impressed when a young bride got her sister to call me. She was coming in from the UK, and she was insisting that Pistis was going to do her dress for her wedding in the UK. And I was like, I didn't know Kabute and Maya were so hot. And I had to pull in all my auntie privileges and get them to give her an appointment. And then you eventually did a very lovely dress for her. So thank you. So that's how big Pistis is. And I think you've totally changed the trend. Yes. Where before people would import wedding dresses into Ghana, or brides would fly in with their wedding dresses. Now we have brides who are based outside Ghana who want to wear Pistis for their wedding day. That is amazing.
Thank you very much.
And when I had a conversation with you, in the past year, you've done over 500 wedding dresses.
Yes.
Possible.
Amazing.
More.
So now that we've met Kabute and Maya, we would take a quick trip to their premises where they produce all the amazing outfits that we see. And right after that, we'll come back into the studio and would engage with them on some of the challenges they're facing in their business and how we can make them bigger and better.
I'm Smaya GHOne, and this is Capital GHOne. We are the faces behind this. So when the inauguration of the sitting president came, we had the privilege to dress the second lady. And that's when it appealed to people like our moms, our aunties, our grandmothers. This is actually some people somewhere who can actually pick our authentic, let's say, the kente fabric and make it come out, or even the smock. At that time, we made a smock for her to come out the way it came out. All of a sudden, people were wondering, who is this? What is this? You know, they just want to know who we are. And I think it's one of the things that even if I meet people in mention, they get to know who we are.
The biggest challenge we face in our line of work is the lack of expertise, skilled labor. So things that could have easily delegated to other people to do, you need to be around every single thing in order to have the finishing and the quality of work you expect to have at the end of the day. So it limits you in the number of things you can do or the variety of things you can do, because you need to be around everything as it's being made. So we believe as we are on business compass, we'll be guided in the right directions to overcome the challenges that we face.
Welcome back. We've seen how Pistis works. So tell us a little bit. You mentioned in the video that your main challenge is getting skilled people to work with. What's that like?
It's kind of difficult because it's actually from the onset. I always say that it's the society that we grew up in. Most of them, or most of us, if you don't really do well in class, you are pushed to that sector. So it's something that has really built up, and we are facing it. Because most of the people that were pushed into what we do now don't have any educational background in fashion. So that's the whole thing that has built up to this point, where it's not like the people don't want to work, but they have no idea of what they are doing.
And they have no interest.
And they have no interest in it.
Okay, so these are accidental designers. Yes. They really are not interested in. Okay.
And those are the people that we tend to work with all the time. So it's kind of difficult to assign work to them. We always have to be there all the time.
Okay, when we went over your profile, we identified that as a challenge. So you have the HR issues, the capacity issues.
Yes.
Then you also have issues regarding copyright design and theft.
Yes.
You have issues regarding forex risk management and some expenses, how you can manage that better. So there's a financial management issue. So we'll look at all that in the time that we have. We'll see how much of that we can deal with. Okay. But let me take you back to a foundational stuff, which is your business structure. When I looked through, my concern was I did not see a separation, strong enough separation. To be fair, your books are very, very well kept. You've done very well there. And Frank would attest to that.
Thank you. Thank
you. But
you.
From the legal perspective, I did not see a strong enough separation between yourselves and the business.
Yes.
So you're dealing with a lot of challenges, but it's just the two of you dealing with the challenges.
Yes.
And the two of you are involved in design. Yes. The two of you are also involved in management.
Yes.
That becomes really difficult to manage.
Yes.
And it plays up with some of the operational challenges that you have. So you've been in operation for 12 years now. This is your 13th year.
Yes.
You still don't have a board of directors. Why?
Okay. Like she said, our industry is not really a setup industry. So most of the things we are doing is between the two of us. We come and sit together. We say, okay, this year, let's do this to move the business forward. The next year, we add another goal. So it's not like there's a template we are following. So we decided that no, we have to run the business and run it as a corporate entity. So one day we can just retire and then the business can continue growing. So each year we add a little dimension to the business. Last year we added the whole HR dimension to the business. At first, the workers would come and see us, we sort out the HR issues. Then there was no set of like guidelines or rules or
policies.
Book or policies exactly.
Now, what I see is you have a really, really fantastic product here in terms of your company, but it is also limited by the knowledge of two of you.
Yes.
And as much as you are fantastic designers, if you had a board, and most people are very wary of having boards, especially small family-owned companies like you, because you see the board as interference, you see the board as people looking into your business. But really what it does is it actually supports you to grow.
GHOne TV, your best experience.